Okay, so let's look at our quadratic formula. Our quadratic formula says the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And we've used it a few times, so you've seen that in the videos. There's a piece of the quadratic formula right here, the radicand, the part under the square root symbol. That is called the discriminant. Sounds like a movie, The Discriminant. I think I spelled it right. Okay, so when we know what b squared minus 4ac is, we can tell certain things about the nature of our solutions, okay? So if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, if it's positive, then we're going to get two real solutions. Okay, so if this is a positive number under the radical, we can take this like 7. That was one of our answers. It was like the square root of 7. That's fine, no problem. It's a real solution. Maybe it simplifies, maybe it doesn't. In fact, if b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0 and it's a perfect square, then we're going to get two rational solutions. Now, they're real also, but sometimes they like to know that. So in the example 7, if you go back and look at the videos, we had two real solutions. It was something like, I don't know, 3 minus the square root of 7 and 3 plus the square root of 7, or something like that. I don't remember what the solutions were. But in example 6, those were the ones where we had to work them out, and we got like -1/2 and 1/4. I remember those answers. Remember, we had to keep going with the simplifying because we had rational solutions because we could take the square root of the discriminant. Okay, so they may want to know if they're rational solutions, or they might just be happy knowing they're real solutions. Both of those cases, they're real solutions. All right. If b squared minus 4ac equals 1, or I'm sorry, equals 0, then that means the stuff under the radical is being 0, and so you're not going to have anything. You're plus or minus 0, right? You're only going to get one solution, and it will be rational. It's also real, but I'll put rational / real solution. Okay. I don't think we had an example of that, but it can happen where the discriminant is 0. All right. And then finally, if the b squared minus 4ac, the discriminant, is less than 0, we're going to get two imaginary solutions. Or sometimes they'll say not real. Two not real solutions. And that was like in our example 8, where we had the I. Okay? All right, so that's the discriminant. It tells us about the solutions. So in example 9 here, it says for each equation, compute the discriminant, then determine the number and type of solutions. So we're just doing the b squared minus 4ac. You still have to have it set to 0. All three of these are. And so we just have to know a, b, and c, right? Okay, so for letter A, we're going to take 4, we're going to square it, and subtract 4 times 3 times -5. So that's going to be 16 plus 60. So that's 76. And so we get two real solutions. And that's what they want to know. They want to know the discriminant, and then they want to know what that means about the solutions. So two real solutions. All right. Making sure I did my math right. 20 times 3, 60. Yeah. Okay, next. So b, -6 squared minus 4 times 9 times 1. So I'm going to get 36 minus 36. Okay, so it's 0 this time, and so we get one real solution. It's rational, by the way. I don't think they want to know that. I think they just want to know if it's real. but I'll just note to self it's also rational. Okay. And then the last one, we're going to have negative 8 squared minus 4 times 3 times 7. So negative 8 squared, that's 64 minus, and that's going to be 12 times 7, which I think is 84. So I think I'm getting a negative 20 for the discriminant. That means there will be two not real or imaginary. I'm just going to put imaginary solutions. Okay, there you go.